analytics classes for all those nerds out there.
The Thomas Bryant jockstrap, get him out of here!
How does that not indicate to you, like, hey, sometimes, like, these prospects are awesome?
Donald, get back! They snatched that chain, boy. Get back! What y'all gonna do about it? Popeye snatched that chain. Get back! We want that snack wrap. They got 3 flavors. Y'all got 1. Get back!
Hey everybody, welcome into the Big Factor here on the Big Play Sports Network, presented by FanDuel. I'm Ryan Tyler, he's Jack O'Rourke, he's Nick Padone, he's Rob Watson. Today is a beautiful Thursday, August 28th, 2025. Fellas, what is up?
Football weather, baby. Football weather. You can feel it in the air. We're a couple days away from college. NFL around the corner. I mean, man, we're back.
Feels like action outside.
Yeah, doesn't it? Are we tonight?
In
Yeah.
town against the Zeds.
Woo!
Loss.
Rob, what's up, dude?
Loss. I'm feeling great, man. You know, college football, like Jack said, can't be more excited. Football season is here. Took us a long time to get here, but we're finally back.
We need a guest.
Yes, football is back, and that allows me to introduce our guest today, Hannah Williford, Big Ten Plus sideline reporter. Hannah, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. Same thing you guys said. I can feel the football weather in the air, so I'm happy. I'm feeling good.
Before we dive into the actual X's and O's of this Ohio State-Texas game, let's just talk about this. Football is finally back, and I can't think of a better matchup than one Texas coming into the Horseshoe against the number 3 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. How are you feeling just the fact that football is back and fall is in the air?
I'm so excited. There's no better time in Columbus, Ohio than football season, especially when the Buckeyes are going to be playing well. At least I think they will be. So, you know, reigning national champions, you can't get better than that. So I'm feeling great. This is the best few months of the entire year in Columbus.
So class is back in session down there by the shoe. Coming off an Addy, as you just mentioned, what are the vibes like in Columbus right now? Like, are we starting to build up to game day feeling like Christmas a little bit?
Yes, I feel like the vibes are great. Everyone is out getting their Ohio State gear. Everyone's looking, you know, for what they're going to do this weekend for the game. So, yeah, I feel like the vibes are there for this weekend.
All right, so we caused a little bit of a stir kind of by accident online. Our guy Bobby Carpenter, who's with you down in Columbus, had a little bit of a dust up with
A little back and forth.
Dave Portnoy,
Yeah, a little
school president,
scuffle.
and the general kind of exchanged some words on the social media streets. What do you make of the whole Dave Portnoy ban, not ban, Bobby Carpenter saying that he's just a guy, he doesn't belong in Ohio Stadium anyway? What do you make of the whole thing?
Okay, here's what I'll say. First of all, I am a big Dave Portnoy fan. I interviewed him a couple years back. He opened Barstool Sportsbook in Columbus, and I put on my Instagram that I wanted to interview him, and he DM'd back and was like, I can do an interview whenever. So I have to give him a little respect for that. But also, I don't think Ohio State banned him. I just think he's not on the main desk for any of the big noon kickoff games. That's what I heard. Ohio State's athletic director came out and said, we did not personally ban him. I will say this too. I DM'd Dave after Ohio State won the Natty, and I was kind of chirping him a little bit. I'm like, what do you think? And he was like, at least it keeps it in the Big Ten. So he got a little respect from me there too. I personally was hoping Dave would be in the shoe in Ohio Stadium so I could try to interview him again and just get his thoughts. I feel like he's pure entertainment, but yeah, he does hate on the Buckeyes a little bit, so I can understand why he might not be welcomed in the shoe with open arms, but
So on this one, so on this issue, you're with us. You're taking Team Bobby Carp then?
yeah, I'm team. I have to take Team Bobby Carpenter. Yeah.
Okay, so we are a very big, maybe not even me personally, actually not even maybe, I am not personally, but we are a LeBron show overall. You got the chance to meet LeBron down at Ohio State. He's obviously an honorary grad of the school. How cool is it to meet LeBron James? As simple as that sounds.
Literally the best moment of my career so far. And I will say, he wasn't really available to meet people, but I was like, there is absolutely no way I'm leaving this situation without meeting LeBron. So I was that creeper that was like lingering around the media area, and his security kept being like, it's not happening. But I just waited for my chance to lock eyes with LeBron. And then I was like, hi, do you care if we get a picture or meet? He was so nice. We shook hands. We talked for a little bit. We took a picture. I literally felt like I was going to pass out. I was so excited. I'm a huge LeBron person. So best moment so far. And then his wife, Savannah, actually came the following year with Bryce when Bryce was doing his official visit. So I got to meet her and talk with her for a really long time. Everything was off the record, but she talked to media for so long, and she was also amazing. So big fan of the whole James family.
Alrighty, before we dive into the X's and the O's of the game, I got to tell everybody real quickly about Fairway Ford. Fairway Ford, Ohio is the biggest Ford truck dealership in the state of Ohio. They have the largest selection of Ford F-150s and Super Duty trucks, and I promise they won't be beat on price by any other Ford dealer. You see right above me, Fairway Ford summer sale is still going on. There's never been a better time to make that short drive to Canfield, Ohio, and save thousands of dollars while you peruse over 500 vehicles in stock in their lot. Fairway Ford, the largest inventory of new Ford trucks, the lowest pricing and same hometown level service. Scan that QR code now or go give their website a visit, fairwayfordohio.com. That's fairwayfordohio.com. Alrighty, again, we are joined by Hannah Williford, Big Ten Plus sideline reporter. Hannah, again, welcome to the show. Let's get into the actual game here. Julian Sayin starting for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Ryan Day named him their starter. I believe it was about a week ago. What are the expectations overall for Julian Sayin? You go from Will Howard, who brought you a national championship. Julian Sayin, not a true freshman transfer from Alabama, but this is by far the biggest game of his career. What's the game plan? What are they looking out of Julian Sayin in this first game of the season?
Yeah, it's pressure's on. You can't have a much bigger start than Texas. So, I have full confidence in Julian Sayin. I think I trust Ryan Day, but I also trust Jeremiah Smith, and he had nothing but good things to say about Julian. He said he's such a smart quarterback. He says his arm is dangerous. So I think if he can make those connections with Jeremiah Smith, we're good to go. I think obviously there'll be those nerves a little bit with the first game and so much on the line, but he's a pretty serious guy. He's a little bit quiet, but he means business. So I think I have full faith in him. Connect with Jeremiah Smith and we'll be good to go. So I'm feeling good about Julian.
So Rob, is a serious, quiet guy yourself who means business and an Ohio State Buckeyes fan, how do you feel about Julian Sayin taking the reins week one?
I don't, like I said, I haven't seen him play, so it's a little bit of a question mark, but it's very easy, I would assume, to throw to Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, and Brandon Ennis. But what I'm wondering, and Hannah, I wanted to ask you this, is the O-line was a bit of something that had to get shuffled around a lot last year. A lot of injuries at the end of the season. You're seeing transfers come in this year. Texas has a couple very good pass rushers themselves on defense. How do you think the O-line is going to be able to hold up week one?
I have full faith again in Ohio State, and you're gonna hear me say that a lot, but I think that obviously a lot has shuffled around last year and into this year, but I think the good thing about Ohio State is that they always have depth. So even though we've lost a lot of our good guys and a lot of things have changed, I think that Ryan Day does a good job of always keeping everyone involved all season long. So that way, when we get to a situation like first game of the year, although there will be some guys in there that aren't as experienced, they've still seen a lot of reps, at least in practice, and they've been able to push each other and have those guys that are on each other's tails. So I have full confidence. I know a lot of people are nervous for the Buckeyes or thinking maybe they're not going to be able to pull it off, but I really feel like we've got this.
Well,
so.
On the other side of Julian Sayin is going to be Arch Manning.
Arch Madness?
And in order for Arch Manning to live up to the hype, he's probably got to throw 8 touchdowns for 600 yards in this game. How's Ohio State preparing for a quarterback that has never started a college football game before, gotten a little bit of action with Texas last year, but a kid that has a ton of hype around him and ultimately a really high ceiling?
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch him play. I think that's one of the most exciting parts for me of Saturday, too. We'll be able to see Arch Manning. I will say this, and I mean this in a respectful way, but he hasn't really proved himself yet. There's so much hype. He's, a favorite for the Heisman already, but he hasn't really had much time to prove himself or to really live up to that hype, which a lot of it comes from probably being a Manning. But So we'll see. I think there's a lot for him to prove, and I think pressure's on for him as well. We talked about it's on for Julian, but Arch is definitely going to be feeling some of those nerves. So I'm excited to see what he can do, but he hasn't proved himself.
Yeah, don't crown him yet.
Hannah, I want to ask you about Ryan Day. Last year, after the Michigan loss and before they went on the magical run to the playoffs, a lot of people were calling for Ryan Day's job. Obviously, that kind of got pushed to the side after you went on what was probably the best college football playoff run we've seen. I know it's kind of newer with the new playoff system, but what's the overall vibe on Ryan Day this season? Is it kind of, you won the Natty last year, we can't really get mad? Or is it going to be when we get down to November, if he does lose to Michigan again, are all of those thoughts about Ryan Day going to creep back up?
I think it depends on who you ask, but to a good majority of Ohio State fans, it almost matters more beating Michigan than it does winning the national championship. So that Michigan loss year after year has just hurt so much for me as well. And I think winning the national championship and the run we went on in general, I mean, the Rose Bowl was amazing, the Cotton Bowl was amazing, definitely eased the pain. And I think even personally, I gained a lot of respect for Ryan Day. He gave an amazing speech after the season at like the fan party we had at the shoe. And I have a lot of respect for Ryan Day, but I think this year it's a no-brainer. We have to beat Michigan, or again, it's going to be the same thing again where the Buckeye fans are wanting him to lose his job. And, it just means so much. That rivalry means a lot for Ohio State fans, and the Michigan fans are starting to be like, it's not a rivalry if you can't ever win. So yeah, I think beating Michigan is almost as important, if not more important to some fans, as winning the national championship. So he's got to do it this year. I personally have a lot of respect for Ryan Day. I think he does a great job of developing young talent, but this year we have to beat Michigan, and it's on the road too. So extra pressure.
So where do you exactly sit on that standpoint? Because I know I'm wearing Ohio State gear, but I'm not necessarily an Ohio State fan. I went to UC. I'm a Bearcat fan. I don't have the luxury of one of these top 5-star programs having a chance, I should say, to win the national championship every year.
Yeah.
So, and I understand the rivalry, the game. It goes deep. It's centuries of football. But to me, winning that game being more important than winning a national championship, to me, is just nuts. And I'm not a born-bred Buckeye fan. And I can't comprehend that. But where do you stand on that? That Michigan, to some people, winning that game is more important than at the end of the year holding up that national championship trophy.
Yeah, I think part of it comes from because even though we won the national championship, all the Michigan fans are still like, well, you didn't beat us, so you didn't do it all, I personally do think winning the national championship was more important. It was an amazing experience to be a part of. I think it means more. However, I'm not gonna deny that how much weight that Michigan game holds for me. I'm an Ohio State grad. My younger sister's a Michigan grad. My dad is probably the biggest Michigan fan you've ever met. So even in my family, there's so much tension, and there's honestly so much hate with that game. After Ohio State lost and Michigan planted the flag, I was out there for that, and it's just not something you ever want to be a part of. You want Ohio State to come out on top, especially when, they're so capable. They were so capable all season long, and it just seemed like everything crumbled during the Michigan game. So I personally think the national championship is more important, but not by much. I think the Michigan game is right up there.
So, Hannah, everyone's high in life is someone else's low, as we all know. You don't know this about me. I'm a Notre Dame football fan. So that national championship game, one of the worst days of my sports watching fandom life. The flip side of it, though, talk about that experience for you, just probably the best day of your life, or one of them.
Well, I'm sorry. I did not know that about you, but I'm sorry that happened.
Not over it.
The whole national championship experience is honestly one that I will never forget. I went down, I think, 5 days early and got to do media day with the whole team and really have that one-on-one access to every single player. It was a free-for-all in the room, and you could just go up and grab any of the Ohio State guys and talk to them about the game and what they thought. And it was just an amazing experience. Leading up to the game, they had Lil Wayne came and did a concert, and all the media got to go, and it was just so much fun. But the game itself, honestly, one of the highlights of my life, right up there with meeting LeBron. Honestly, I felt really good going into it. I felt really confident with Ohio State. Notre Dame didn't scare me too much. And then post game, just seeing the confetti and all the players and how happy they were and how much it meant to them, I think just really made it the most amazing experience.
Oh, Jack, all that, scarlet and gray confetti there,
Oh,
my
yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Lots of rub it in. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure that those memories are just very fond for you.
I wake up twice a week and think of 3rd and Jeremiah.
So
Should have had
I'm
a
not
safety
kidding.
over top,
Yeah,
Jack. Should have had a safety over top.
single coverage on.
I mean, CG was pointing. Christian was pointing. He needed help. Fuck.
What are we thinking for ceiling for Ohio State this year? It's obviously a little bit more difficult of a schedule. Michigan has Bryce Underwood now. Penn State's bringing back Drew Aller and then a litany of seniors. Illinois is ranked for some reason. It seems like
Luke Altmaier, baby.
Season is going to be a little bit more difficult for Ohio State.
I think it is, but I think the good thing about the new playoff format is that you can lose a game and it doesn't ruin your season any longer. So I think that it's okay to know that we might drop a game or two. I hope we don't. But I think that it's okay knowing last year we lost to Oregon on the road. We lost to Michigan at home, and then we still came out and won it all. So it's okay to have those tough games and to know that we might not always come out on top. I think game 1 is going to be really telling for Ohio State's ceiling. Just, of course, like I've said, I have all the faith in them, but just seeing how everyone meshes with Julian saying, I think is going to be really key as to seeing how the season will go, because it's really going to be interesting to see how the offense meshes. I think defensively, Caleb Downs is one of the best players in the entire country. And we obviously have Jeremiah Smith as the best player in the country, I'm going to say. So I think we have all the keys to make it work, but game 1's going to be pretty telling. And like you said, tough competition, but I do like that because the games mean more, and it's okay maybe if we drop 1 or 2.
I think it's unique because I'm not going to say I like fully disagree because the ceiling, it's hard to tell, but I think it's going to be something they'll find out as the year goes on more, because it's some inexperience in new positions. You're going to have new guys that come in. So I think they have an opportunity. While it's different than last year, it was a more experienced team. You're going to get to see what they're really about towards the end of the season. And if they could get hot at the right time, like the team kind of did last year, while they won a lot of games, like they had a lot of rough showings and games where they might have wished they did a lot better against certain teams. So I think if they're operating and they figure it out towards the end of the season, that could be very beneficial for them. But the ceiling, like you said, it's hard to tell right now for sure.
One more non-football question. The Horseshoe is going to be electric, and I haven't been to Columbus in a while, but Hannah, what is the go-to place for Buckeye fans that are on campus to go watch the game if they're not going into the stadium?
Yeah, I would say Varsity Club. It's right by the stadium. They do an outdoor tailgate. They have a live band playing music. They have beer. It's so much fun. It's literally right across the street from Ohio Stadium. I've been at every home game for the past 3 years working it, so I haven't had the chance to party for the home games, but if I was going to, Varsity Club is where I would go. That's the spot. And it's really all ages too. Some college students go, but a lot of post-grad and a lot of families even go. So it's good for anyone.
All right, Hannah, you're sticking around, but I got to tell us everybody about our fans watching the show. Real quick about Garage Beer. Garage Beer comes in just 2 flavors, classic light lager as well as that classic lime. No frills, no bitterness, no IPAs. It's just beer-flavored beer the way you want beer to taste. Scan that QR code now or go give their website a visit, drinkgaragebeer.com, to find local retailers who sell garage beer near you. Again, that's drinkgaragebeer.com. Hannah, we're flipping away again from football a little bit. I can't remember the last time an engagement ever has been this big. You know what I'm alluding to. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce announced their engagement on Instagram. Your initial reactions, I don't know if you're a Swiftie yourself or if you really keep up with celebrities and their lives outside of sports, but your reaction to their engagement.
I was so happy for them. And I wouldn't call myself a Swiftie. I would say I like Taylor Swift's music.
You're an enjoyer. Okay.
I'm an enjoyer. I'm a Taylor Swift enjoyer. I didn't go to the Eras Tour or anything like that. I'm not a diehard, but I like her music and I like Travis Kelce a lot. So I was really happy for them. I think that if you have followed her journey of music, she's had a lot of heartbreak and they seem genuinely happy together. So I was really happy for both of them.
Top 3 Taylor Swift songs.
Oh, that's so hard. It depends on what era.
What era you're in? Yeah, I knew that. I filled in the blank on that answer.
If you're going through like severe heartbreak or something, then there's going to be some different ones that you might go to. Let's do like the most fun ones.
Yeah, it's a good vibe to start off week 1.
Yeah, let's have fun with it. I would say I like Karma is a fun one. I like Cruel Summer.
New one.
That's a good
Okay.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Solid.
That's a good one. And I like, oh my God, being put on the spot with Taylor Swift songs is hard, but I'm thinking.
There's a lot of them.
There's so many. And I
What do you
honestly do
Joey's
think
list?
I know almost every single one. Help me, guys. What would
We
you?
had 22 on there.
Joey or Rob and our friend Joey, who is not currently on the show today. Shout out to Joey listening in at home or
Never
down at
getting
school.
back together with
They had the
them,
worst
bro.
top 3 of all time. What was it? It was 22. We are never getting back together.
There was one more that was really
It was like another song that was just like
but they're hits though.
it easily in the top 5 most listened to on Spotify. I was upset. Bailey and I were
Yeah,
upset.
that's if
'Cause
like you're not a true fan, maybe then you would choose those ones.
I'm not trying to be a hipster. Like, you
Cruel
know,
Summer
I like
is
the
a
song,
good
I
one though.
like
You
the
gotta
song.
look up that one, even if you're not super into Taylor Swift.
What was that one?
Cruel Summer.
No, I know that one.
You know that one.
Yeah.
Okay, my third. I want to hear what you would say, Jack.
My top 3?
Uh-huh.
Okay. In no particular order, you're going Paper Rings.
You're obsessed with that song.
It's a great song. Ours, not our song, difference. And You Belong With Me. Those are the top 3.
No,
Those are the top
Blank
3 Taylor
Space
Swift
is
songs.
in there, bro. That's the one.
No,
I'm thinking.
Blank Space is like
a tough song.
I
It's a
don't
tough song.
know.
I don't
I
care
don't
that it was
know.
popular.
It's okay.
You're not cooler for
82
listening to a song
overall.
that was a little
82
less
overall.
popular. I don't
82
care.
overall.
What
Paper
about
Rings
A
is
good
one.
meal
I
is
didn't
still a
think of
good
that.
meal, even if everyone liked it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 82.
what about All Too Well?
Yeah,
Ah,
the
solid.
10-minute version. I pulled that one out yesterday because I feel like it's very fall themed. I like her song August. I've been listening to that all of August. But these are slower, sadder songs that you guys probably wouldn't catch a vibe to.
We're trying to figure out if the like actual wedding and then life after is going to take place in Cleveland.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
No chance.
It must.
I hope it does. I would love that. I don't know. I feel like it will. I feel like they'll have homes in multiple places, but look,
Probably got the coin for it.
let's all be delusional and say that they're going to live in Cleveland forever. I love it.
Where do they send their kids to school? How do you think that goes? Do you think they go back to Cleveland Heights?
Private school.
Hell no.
No?
They're going.
No?
The girls are going to Mags and the boys are going to like St. Ignatius or
Could be.
St. Edwards or something like that.
Swift.
All private.
Okay.
Does she hyphenate the last name? What
Yeah, is
happens
it
with the
a
last
Kelsey
name?
Swift?
It's Taylor.
I think she's going to keep Swift.
It might
has
be. It
to.
might be Travis Swift. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you think we go a
He might
first
have to
man?
give it
Okay.
up, bro. I don't know.
First gentleman. Okay. Switching topics a little bit, not too crazy. There's some Love Island drama going on in the world. We normally don't get to talk about this.
Yes, sir.
Rob, we might have had a breakup a day or two after the reunion. You want to give us a little preface
Yeah,
for
man.
Hannah?
I mean, Hannah, have you been tapped in with any of what's happened with Love Island this year? Did you watch?
I
this
know
year?
it all. I know it all.
So we can talk ball. We can talk ball.
We can talk ball.
shop.
Ball up top.
So what Jack has wrote on the show after the reunion, controversial reunion, people arguing and all that. Again, a lot of lack of accountability. That was kind of the theme of the season. A lot
Yeah,
of
no
people
hand up.
being a little delusional. A lot of deflection. Love bombing was thrown around a lot.
Oh,
Scamming
little puppy
was
love.
a big allegation. Now, Brian and Amaya were the winners of the season, right? Brian and Amaya. There's a
But were they
couple
the
that got
losers?
Together late. Everyone said Brian was finally the man that was nice to Amaya, but then as soon as they get out of the villa, they see Brian in the club pouring drinks in other girls' mouths. And
Oh no,
So
Brian!
that was something that they addressed on the reunion. Brian and Amaya both said they had gotten over it. Day after the reunion airs, it seems they both unfollow each other. Amaya releases a statement, says they break up. Hannah, your thoughts?
Okay, I'm a huge Amaya fan. I think
Uh-oh.
she's
This is gonna be
so
bad for Brian.
sweet, and she deserves the best. And she actually commented on TikTok. I don't know if you saw, but she made a comment saying that he broke up with her. And she said 2 hours after he broke up with her, he was back in the Miami club pouring drinks in girls' mouths again. And she had a good Amaya one-liner. She said she realized it wasn't working out, and then she was like, sometimes you don't have to drink the whole sea to know it's salty.
Oh, that's
Oh.
that's
See,
fire.
she's known
Oh.
for her one-liners.
She's
Like she
seen
said,
what she needed to see. Yeah, so I think she deserves better. I honestly think Brian came out of the villa and was loving the fame and
And the
getting
50K.
like 600,000 followers right away. And I think he just took it and ran with it. And Amaya deserves better.
So that's kind of like the Russell Westbrook when KD leaves, goes to the Warriors. He hits him with the sting for who? When the reporters ask him, they come out and they give him like it's got a sting, right? Sting for who? I like that out of Amaya.
Can I get a top 3 boys and girls from the season? Top 3 favorite boys and girls from the Love Island season.
Okay, so
This might be tough. This was a rough cast this year. A lot.
it
went
really
on.
was a rough cast. For girls, I liked Amaya was my favorite. I liked Iris
Okay. Good pick
and
so far.
Hannah.
Okay. Valid.
Well, that
for
leaves
the
us.
guys-
That leaves us. Your thoughts on Huda or Huda, however you pronounce it.
I'm gonna
Huda.
harshly judge you.
I
on
think
what you're about
Huda
to say.
is a little cray.
Okay, there we go.
little
Base,
cray-cray.
ball knower, base.
Hannah, we have a very fun game for you as well today that you did agree to beforehand. So I know you're ready to go for this, guys. Do you want to play too?
Yes.
I don't know if
real
you guys
quick-
even know about this.
Real quick, before we do that, we do again have to tell everybody about the 2025 Great Jogga County Fair.
No
because
way.
It is the 28th, and that's already, believe it or not, I look at my phone. That's today. Nick, what can people do at the 2025 Jogga County Fair?
It all starts today. Get your tickets today. Joggafair.com. We'll be there later. Get your tickets. It's going to be a lot of fun. All the fried food that you could imagine. Demolition Derby tonight at 8 p.m. Some cars going to be colliding. Some people going to be getting into some wrecks.
Garrett.
Yeah, a little tractor pull action going on. A lot of concessions. Thousands of animals.
How many?
band
How many
schedules.
animals? How many?
Get your tickets. Joggafair.com.
All right, Jack, take it
Tater
away.
Chief. All right, guys, we're playing a new game today on the show called Sick or Ick. So this is a topic or a thing where if your partner does this, is it cool? Is it sick? Or is it Nick? So is it a boom or a doom?
I get it.
All right, guys. So starting off, we'll go Hannah first as our guest. We can loop around this way in the room, go Ryan all the way back to me. Location shared with someone of the opposite gender. Is that sick or is that an ick?
That's an ick. Because I feel like you only need to share with each other. Yeah, that'd be an ick.
So what if it's like your sister?
I think that would clearly be excluded from said question.
Family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it off the rip. Like initially, if I'm thinking like if my hypothetical girlfriend is sharing a location
Yeah.
with dudes,
I'd be like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
what's going
necessarily
on?
be
Yeah.
thrilled. But so I'm not going to call it sick. So I
Not
guess
so fast,
I'd have
Nick.
to call it an ick.
So, in a long-term relationship, myself, me and you, Nick, I'm going to not. I can't say ick because I know my girl has her location
you're-
shared with a couple
you're-
of her male friends, but I know all of them, and I know it's like maybe it could be useful one day if I'm busy and someone else could help. And they've known each other for a real long time, so I know what it is. And if you have trust, I could say it's sick. It's fine.
Yeah, and it could be used for like a safety thing. Like Cam only has one, I think. I hope I'm not like dogging on the line
It's
here.
not like
Cam
30,
only has
but-
one male coworker. So I actually don't mind that because I like that there's somebody there to kind of like keep an eye on the whole rest of the office. So yeah, but if it
It's a line.
if it wasn't with him,
There's
I'd
a
be like,
line.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
a line for sure.
There's a
It-
line.
it
If he had it, I wouldn't care because like you said, I've met him. I'm cool with him. Like he's married and has children. Like you know,
it's good when the other dudes have girlfriends of their own and their own lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if
they're
it's
in
a
their own
safety
category.
thing, if it's a safety thing, I'll say that it's cool. But if it's even
it's- I
like a
just
little
wanna
bit
know where he
nefarious, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Jim.
Yeah, I don't know, Jim. It comes down to who's gonna put their cape on first. Ick. Tap water. Drinking tap water.
Ick. That's an ick. I don't drink tap water myself, and I just think it tastes bad, and I don't trust it.
That's a big ick for me as well. I don't drink it. I'm probably being
What?
like too bougie. Like if I really wanted to, I don't know. I get sus. I'm like I've been so used to like filtered, purified water. Like what if I drink this and my body isn't strong enough and I just get sick?
So I'm just going against the grain today.
Yeah,
it's
same,
fine.
man.
They only used to give us tap water at football practice back in the day, and it used to hit.
They're brainwashing you with
absolutely
fluoride.
used to hit out of the hose. And I don't know if you guys knew this about me. My grandparents lived in Flint, Michigan for a very long time, and I mean, I drank all the water and did all that and never knew, and I'm fine. So
Yeah, you're chilling as far as I can tell.
Tap water, fine.
Yeah,
We'll go
I'm
sick.
saying tap water fine as well. Like you throw. I'd almost go as far to make the argument.
I'm about to make the argument if you don't.
Ice and
That's
some
what I'm saying. No cold tap.
Hell no.
And I will actually even go even further. I thought you were going to go even further. I am so pro tap water that I would even go as
Builds
far
the
as to
immune
say that it's an
system up a
ick
little
if you go out of your way to say that you don't like tap water. Like you guys, Ryan and Hannah, you're in a space where you were asked,
Life
so I'm not
on the line,
attacking you
you're
guys.
drinking the tap
But
water,
people
bro.
who are like, tap water, like just out of nowhere,
Yeah, I'm
or like if you
thirsty
do
and I
it,
need to drink.
yeah, you know what? Hey, sorry, I'm
the time
fucking
the
parched,
restaurant
you know.
owns you tap and you don't
I've
even
been
know,
so
bro.
I've been so against it to the point where I run out of water and I'm like don't feel like going to the grocery store. I just dehydrate myself.
Oh,
I
let me go
refuse to
refill
drink
my
it.
Brita. Fuck you.
I refuse to
That's
drink
very
it.
that's
I
bad
refuse to
survival
drink it.
instincts, bro.
I
If
refuse to drink it.
if the world was cooked and we had no more bottled water, you drink it out the sink, bro.
I take it a step further too. I actually don't even use a Brita because I don't even trust that it's going
my
to filter
goodness.
out all the nastiness of tap.
Facts.
I only drink
you, the Queen of
bottled-
England?
I only drink bottled water.
What?
Great for the environment, by the way. I'm just trolling. 'Cause
I know.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all guilty of that. It's one of those things where it's like if I'm thirsty,
You're gonna have worms inside you.
No, but that's
No,
gonna make
that's
you.
the
That's
thing,
gonna
I'm
build up the
different.
immune
Oh yeah,
system,
yeah.
bro.
It's like the Odell graphic quote when they talked about COVID. He's like, "We have a mutual agreement. COVID will not enter this body."
There's some. I don't want to sound dumb, bro, but I swear someone said like a little bit of bacteria is like okay, like a little bit.
Yeah, no, because it
Like,
shows
you
your
need that.
system. It's
you
like
need-
a yeah.
Okay, I wasn't tweaking.
Okay.
The science right there.
Sick or ick? AirPod in during conversations / always on phone.
Okay, always on the phone maybe would be a little annoying. I feel like the younger generation always has an AirPod in. I'm gonna go ick. Maybe it's a little rude, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me as much as tap water bothers me.
Okay, so on a comparative scale. Okay, on the Likert scale, I know where you're at.
So I had this. I don't know why it made me like irrationally mad. We've talked about before on the program that my first job, like in high school, I worked at Chipotle.
Oh.
I went to
AirPods in
Chipotle
your
the
work.
other day, and the
AirPods in your
worker
work.
on the line had an AirPod in and had the audacity to
Like,
make
can
me
you speak up?
repeat my order. And I'm loud. I'm Italian. I'm loud. I talk with my hands. I'm like, well, maybe you could hear me if you would have taken that AirPod out. It was like such an old man
there is-
moment.
there
Oh,
is
you got
something-
half chicken for
there
sure,
is-
bro. You were cooked.
There is something specifically about this question. I can get to the phone part, but Joey Fav specifically having an AirPod in when I'm trying to talk to him about something and him turning and going, huh? Pissed me off more than anything on the planet,
One
Joe. I know
AirPod
he's
in,
listening.
Also nonchalant, like some nonchalant shit.
But on the phone, yeah, if someone is like, if you're talking to someone and they're just like staring, tapping away on their phone, I hate that more than anything else in the whole entire world. That is my number one hate.
I agree, ick. Especially people that have AirPods in and they're not even like listening to anything. Like people will just have an AirPod in all
My
day
brother
for
does
no
that all the
reason.
time. He just got one source just in case. Like, they're gonna die, dude. Put them in your pocket. Charge them. Hang on with your family.
I would go ick, but more
Clean sweep?
specifically, this isn't exactly
Clean
the
sweep.
question.
Clean
you asked,
sweep.
But when people are in public and talking on speakerphone,
Oh, that's
I
a
can't
big one.
stand that.
That's a big
I
one.
can't stand
I'm so,
that.
so. I heard this thing when I was like 5 years old. Someone told me you could get like. This is obviously wrong, but someone told me you could get cancer from like holding your phone like this too long to your ear. So like, because of that, for no reason besides I was told that when I was a kid, I'd talk on speakerphone
Well,
every single time.
I've heard that you like
Bro, you could get cancer from waking up nowadays. bro.
Yeah. Who the hell
because
knows?
they know they used to say you weren't supposed to sleep with your phone under your pillow because like the radiation of.
Oh, I do that all the
Who
time.
does that?
I never charge my phone. I just like forget it's in my hand.
Same. So
I like
then,
roll over
dude,
on it.
But you know,
Yeah,
what?
that
On
too.
top of my
We
phone.
also just mentioned that we all also drink out of plastic water bottles, and what do you think that causes? You know, so it's
I ate
you're gonna
Skittles
everybody's
my
gonna
whole
die
life, and then
eventually.
that
All right.
happened.
We're all expiring as we're sitting here doing this show.
Ick or sick? Talking during movies.
Oh Jesus, ick.
Oh my
Especially
god,
if it's a
it,
clean
it
sweep.
drives me nuts. My best friend, I can't watch Love Island with her or anything because she wants to talk and analyze the entire thing. I'm like, I can't hear what's going on. So yeah, ick
Major
for me.
ick.
Yeah, clean sweep on the way.
Yeah, I'm a giant movie guy. I still appreciate the art of visiting movie theaters to go see a movie. And if people are talking there, it drives me absolutely nuts. I talked about the one time when I was sitting next to a family and they all had their dogs out for no reason. and they were talking as well, and I was
Feet
getting really
stanking.
upset. It was the
Were they
craziest shit I've ever
earthing?
seen. Yeah, they were grounding in the movie.
How about that?
Talk about grounding, getting antibodies. Yeah, bare feet in a movie theater.
Yeah, that's just a good way to get E. coli. Skip songs before they end, before we get to the lay of the day, guys.
No, I'm cool with this because I almost never listen to a song all the way through. I don't know why.
I don't either. I'm going to say that's sick because I do it. So who am I to judge?
I'm on the fence on this.
Yeah,
one,
me
though.
too, because I do it in practice more than I would like to admit that I skip during the song.
There's certain songs that need skipped though, like that outro and the beat be playing too long, and I'm trying to get to. The
But
next
there's
one.
one I'll fight anyone on. If you skip Runaway before the end of the full 9 minutes, I think it's an absolute disgrace.
It's a long ass song.
It is a long ass song.
All right,
But
we
it's
got
worth
to
every
get to our
second.
FanDuel parlay of the day. Before we do, Nick, Futures Day is over, but the fun doesn't stop at FanDuel. Why don't you tell us all about it?
The fun does not stop at FanDuel. We had a lot of fun with Futures Day, though. We genuinely did. We put in Baker Mayfield MVP. That's the bet that we're rolling with as a show, as a program. FanDuel is getting you ready for the NFL season with an offer that you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet just $5. And if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build parlays, bet player props, ride live lines. Whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. The NFL season is almost here. The only question is, are you ready to play? Visit FanDuel.com/bigplay to download that FanDuel app today and get started. 21 plus and present in Ohio. First online and real money wager only. $5 first deposit is required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG.
Jack, what do you say we go ahead and make some money?
Guys, it's time to make some money. We're coming in 5-leg parlay today because Hannah hopped in too as well. We're starting out 2 games tonight. Guys, Nick, you hinted at today earlier. Maction is all the way back, but hey, we're not going for the Zips tonight. Wyoming going on the road, -168 the first leg. Yeah, poke 'em. Coming up next, we got Cincinnati +6.5 at home, Nippert Stadium against Baby Mahomes, Dylan Raiola. Get a haircut. +114 Cincy spread, +6.5.
Fake
And then we're going
Patrick
down to the
Mahomes.
shoe on Saturday. All we hear about, Arch Madness this, Arch Madness that. Ohio State graduated everyone. Who cares? Buckeyes at home, lock it in. And then, guys, we're heading down to Death Valley. It's week 1, Brian Kelly going up against Dabo Swinney and them Tigers. You know what's going to happen. Clemson -4.5. No.
We do NIL now.
Clemson -5.5. No.
We do NIL now.
Spread Clemson -6.5. Cade Klubnik and the fellas. Brian Kelly going to lose week 1 4 straight years.
Dabo, right.
And then, guys, the one I'm so excited for. We've been waiting for 3 years now to just #start the car. CJ Carr getting his first career start. Taking on Carson Beck down at Hardwood Stadium. Notre Dame -6.5. Give me the Irish. We're
he a
using
senior?
the FanDuel 50% profit boost plus 3,335 once again. Wyoming money line, Cincy spread +6.5, Ohio State money line, Clemson alt spread -6.5, Notre Dame alt spread -3.5. Let's make some friggin' money. We got the NFL next week, folks.
Hannah, we can't thank you enough for joining the show. We're about to wrap up here, but before we do, can I, 1, get a score prediction by chance? And then 2, just what are you most looking forward to this weekend?
Oh my gosh. I'm looking forward to Ohio State winning game 1 of the season. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to potentially meeting Matthew McConaughey on the sidelines.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to seeing the way Julian plays, seeing Jeremiah Smith back in action. And like I said, I'm excited to see Arch Manning. I think that's going to be a great experience. But Buckeyes are going to come out on top. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, a little bit more low-scoring than people are thinking, just because both teams have such solid defenses. Let's see, score prediction. I'm gonna go 24-21 Bucks.
Wow.
I like that.
Walk-off field goal.
Hannah, where can people follow you on social media? Go ahead and plug yourself where they can find all your work and all that good stuff.
You can follow me on Instagram at Hannah Williford. no H at the end of Hannah. Same on TikTok, Hannah Williford, Twitter, everywhere. Just my first and last name. So, yeah, I'll be posting a lot of Buckeye content this season, a lot of Columbus Clippers if you're a baseball fan.
Hashtag the ship rocks.
Hannah, thank you so much again. We're out of time here on The Big Factor. Shout out to Fairway Forge. Shout out to Garage Beer. Shout out to 2025 Great Geauga County Fair. And, of course, our great partner at FanDuel. Appreciate everybody tuning in to The Big Factor. We'll be back tomorrow. Same people, same time. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.